You're watching Reality Check. Two recent events have brought focus once again to the impunity of abuse on social media. One, the abuse faced by India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj, and two, the threats directed at the family of Congress spokesperson Priyanka Chaturvedi. Let's begin first with Sushma Swaraj, whose saga of facing abuse and insensitivity from handles that appear to be aligned to her party's ecosystem has not ended. It began with the decision by her ministry to transfer a passport officer in Lucknow who reportedly acted in a bigoted manner against two passport applicants, an interfaith couple. Sushma Swaraj began by RTing some of the more hateful of the comments she received for that action, including asking if the alleged appeasement by her ministry was the effect of an Islamic kidney transplant she'd had. She then asked what the internet thought about these comments, eventually putting up a Twitter poll on her handle. The outcome, 57% disapproved, but 43%, that's just over 53,000 votes, approved of the trolling she received. Her husband, Swaraj Kaushal, was also drawn in after someone tweeted asking him to beat his wife. He responded with a series of emotional tweets on how Sushma Swaraj looked after his ailing mother, choosing to do that over her career and asking the abuser not to use this kind of language. But since then, Mr. Kaushal has had to lock his Twitter account. Sushma Swaraj has ironically got support from her political rivals. Mamata Banerjee, the West Bengal Chief Minister, has come out in support. Mehbooba Mufti has come out in support, the former ally of the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir. But not a single member of the BJP or the government has spoken out in her support. The only person being the Home Minister, Rajnath Singh, who simply said in response to a question that he doesn't approve of her being trolled. Let's listen.
जो ट्रोलिंग हुई है जहाँ पे पासपोर्ट ऑफिस में एक कपल इंटरफेथ कपल को लेकर हुआ, उसके बाद जो गाली गलौज की गई सुषमा जी के साथ, उसको किस तरह से आप मानते हैं सोशल मीडिया?
From her senior women colleagues in party and government, Sushma Swaraj has got no support at all. At the moment, they remain silent. From the Prime Minister too, nothing. Only a tweet on Social Media Day, which was on 30th June, just a few days ago, thanking his young friends for their frank method of conveying their opinion. Could the silence at the highest levels of the BJP and the government be, some are asking, because some of the criticism she faces comes from handles that have high-profile followers. Just look at these examples. She's been called by these handles Visa Mata, that Hafiz Saeed could easily get a visa under her regime, of appeasing seculars. Now, these are handles that are followed by high-profile BJP leaders. We're talking about Amit Shah, we're talking about people like Piyush Goyal. These are the sort of handles that have been tweeting at her. Let's now move to the case of Priyanka Chaturvedi. Now, she is somebody, as we mentioned, Congress spokesperson, receiving death threats as well as threats targeting her daughter with rape. These are very, very serious threats that she has received. Now, Priyanka Chaturvedi, as we just mentioned, has been receiving these threats on the basis of a fake Facebook comment that apparently made it seem like she was actually defending the rapist in the Mansoor rape case. That was tweeted wrongly at her by somebody who said that she should send her daughter to him and he would rape her. That person has since deleted their account. Priyanka Chaturvedi has subsequently said that she wants to actually file an FIR, and she tweeted the Mumbai police. The Mumbai police has responded saying that they will follow this up, but we're not sure if that has happened so far. Okay, Priyanka Chaturvedi is on the show tonight via Skype from Bombay, Congress spokesperson. Also joining us here in the studio, Vineet Goenka. He is the ex-national co-convener of the IT cell of the BJP, currently a member of the governing council of the Ministry of Railways and a member of the IT task force of a number of other ministries. Also joining us is Raghu Karnad, journalist, writer associated with The Wire. Jency Jacob, a former colleague, is on the show tonight. He is part of the Boom Live fact-checking outfit. And we also hope to be joined by a former police official from Uttar Pradesh, but we'll come to that in a second. So just want to start off with you, Priyanka. Now, have you been able to file that FIR yet, or are you still waiting to do that?
I'm sorry, Srinivasan, I'm sorry, I'm connecting to you on Skype and while I'm in a moving car.
Okay.
I believe your question was whether I filed an FIR or no as yet.
Yes.
So as far as the FIR is concerned, we did, Mumbai police did get in touch with me with regards to the fake quote that was being attributed to me and how it had gone viral, which was leading to call for violence directed at me, call for violence directed at my 10-year-old daughter, and which was extremely disturbing. But they had reached me, and I am to file it should be by tomorrow first thing in the morning. I'm committed to do that. But I'm glad to see that Mumbai police has taken proactive action and has started work on investigating how the photograph went viral with a fake quote being attributed to me, which led to this kind of confusion. What is unfortunate is that it has also gone viral through WhatsApp and other platforms. And we live in times where WhatsApp forwards become a reason or an excuse for a mob to lynch at you or to physically attack you. And that has become the norm. And the silence continues to embolden such lumpens who believe that they can get away with just about anything.
When you say silence,
it is important
what do you mean?
That
when you say silence, what are you talking about? Silence by whom?
We say silence by those who are in power right now, silence by those who can take proactive measures to ensure that women don't face this kind of violent threats. Silence by people who have been, allowing this kind of troll armies to gather together and strategically and in a, I would say in a synchronized manner, troll women online, come up with fake quotes, attribute fake stories, and keep trolling them. And what is unfortunate is that they have chosen to drag my family into something like this, which is absolutely not associated to anything political.
Right.
That is what is extremely unfortunate.
Okay, Priyanka, can I just request you, while we go to the rest of the panel, if it's possible for you to just pull your car over for the side just for the duration of the show, because then it'll just be easier to talk to you. Otherwise, it's going to get...
unfortunately in the middle of the traffic, a moving car. We will try to pull the car aside and we'll have a conversation on this. I'll try doing that.
Yeah, if you can try to do that just for the next 10-15 minutes. Okay, Vineet Goenka, what do you think explains this silence, particularly from the highest levels of the BJP? Why are they finding it so difficult to come out and strongly condemn what is happening to Sushma Swaraj?
See, I'll tell you, any abuse is not good. If anybody abuses anybody for any wrong reason, if it is an unparliamentary language, and something like this is very derogatory.
Yes, I'm talking about Sushma Swaraj though.
I'm talking about everybody, both the cases, Sushma Swaraj and
fine,
Priyanka.
But particularly I want to ask you, because of your association with the BJP, barring that very, very sort of passing comment by Rajnath Singh, not a single person, minister, party has come out and said what is happening to her is unacceptable. Why?
I think you are expecting too much. Say she is very mature, she is capable, she is handling it, and there are people who are doing it for every reason, every action. If you want somebody to come and comment, it's not possible. HM is the highest position as far as the police goes or the home goes, and I think the HM has already made this thing. Now
but
you read this as a passing comment.
By the way,
this is a passing comment is a serious comment. And HM is not a person who will pass passing comment.
It was only, just to clarify, Vineet, it was only in response to a question by the press. He didn't on his own come out and say it. And also there's been no formal, he didn't tweet it, there's no statement. It's that's all we have.
That's what you are thinking. It should be reacted like that. See, what is happening is you are expecting him to react in a fashion, and when he's not reacting in that fashion, you're saying he's not doing it. There are cognizance been taken, and I think people have taken the cognizance.
Amit Malviya,
I don't know about Amit ji because I didn't talk to Amit ji as such personally.
But don't you think, even if the government, you're saying, you give the free pass to the government. At least he could come out and say,
I'll tell you,
this is
I will not like to
unacceptable.
comment on anybody else. What you can do is, your channel can always ask them and they will react to it. So you can talk to Amit ji, everybody. But if you ask, I feel this is your duty and I was the first one to come out. Is it not appropriate that I, as an ex-convener, come and co-convener, come and say that it is not doable? And the people who done with either one. And let me also say,
can I just get...
Chaturvedi ji, I'll tell you one experience because I can help her out in one thing. I had a similar situation in 2013. My wife was abused. She got 63 calls, international calls. And
Okay.
I just help her out.
Vinit, I want to come to you in a second. There's a slight... No, there's a slight issue with your mic. We want to fix your mic. We're coming to you. We'll just go to another guest while we quickly fix your mic. Jency Jacob, do you buy this argument that the BJP is not compelled to constantly react to every little thing? Or is there a problem? Does the BJP leadership, not in this case, but in several other cases, have a problem in taking on people, abusers, who are from its own ecosystem?
You know, Vasu, 2 points that I would like to mention here. That, you know, one, when they say that, you know, it's too much to expect to probably react to this, and she is mature enough and, you know, senior enough to handle it on her own, you're basically saying that you want to throw her under the bus and not stand up for her when something like this happens. Now, let me just say this, you know, isn't there something called as, you know, love for the fraternity that you are in? You know, if there's a fellow journalist who's being trolled like this, you know, we all come online and we do say that, you know, this is not acceptable. So why is it that a senior cabinet minister has been trolled, you know, like this relentlessly, not just by having a difference of opinion over the issue, but also trolling her on her kidney, on her health, you know, asking her husband to beat her up when she comes home that night? You know, how can anyone tolerate this? The Prime Minister decides to keep quiet on a day when it is social media day. Where is Amit Malviya, who's the social media head of the party? Why has he not put out something about this? This is the ecosystem they have created over a period of 8 to 10 years, and these are the same people who do this trolling day in and day out with everyone. It's just that it has become so obvious right now because the senior cabinet minister is involved.
You know, Raghu Karnad, what is interesting is that if anybody else had tried to take on Sushma Swaraj in this manner, use this kind of language, that kind of abuse, they may well be in jail right now, or at least have faced some kind of punitive action under the law. But in this case, there almost appears to be this kind of wariness in taking on these guys because of their ideological affinity.
Yeah, I think what we're not admitting here, or what we haven't acknowledged here, is that the External Affairs Minister and her husband have made clear that they're quite distressed by the situation. This is not a situation in which they're obviously comfortable and handling it without any issues. They're obviously distressed, and it's very clear to me that they are seeking and sort of soliciting support from their party colleagues and are not getting it. The fact that they're not getting it is, I think, speaking volumes. I think that is what we need to unpack at this moment, because we're seeing something very remarkable in terms of the party's reluctance and perhaps the Prime Minister's reluctance to stand with his External Affairs Minister and one of the senior most members of the party and of the Sangh against, frankly, mainly anonymous and inconsequential people on Twitter. And the fact that this is the choice that's been made and is being advertised right now is in some ways really remarkable and in some ways kind of a historic moment for India, but not necessarily in a good way.